What's up, guys? Nasir coming at you with another multiverse video. And
The MultiVersus players all around to the biggest season yet. Season number 4 has arrived, and you already know what time it is. It's time to talk all about it. It's myself, Ajax, and my fellow community manager, the cat. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing excellent. This is a very, very, very special episode for even me personally, man. You already know what type of time I'm on right now. You know I'm super excited.
Look, we've talked about it all the time. We're always big fans of when everybody gets their favorite character in the game, and this is quite literally one half of your favorite showing up right now. We got Raven to talk about today. Of course, we got a lot more than just Raven to talk about. As you can see behind me, season 4 is loaded with a lot of
There
great
is
new
a lot
information.
to talk about.
Yeah, it's there's no doubt that this will be our longest episode yet. So to
For
start
sure.
things
bet I
off,
like to hear
of
that.
course, the cat. Everybody got to see it recently. We got to show them one more time. Here is
Yeah,
a
I gotta see
look.
this trailer again.
Yes, of
Please.
course. It is our favorite trailer, like no doubt when it comes to gameplay trailers, and it's time to see it one more time. Let's take a look one more time at the Raven gameplay trailer.
Sup?
I hope that's a taunt that she has with like the cape floating in the back like that. I hope that's a taunt.
Booyah. Your stupid pink flip-flops are making me inexplicably angry. Stop slipping around and hold still.
I never peeped that she has kind of like a command grab in the air move.
You don't talk much. I
It's
respect
either her
that.
combo or it's a move she has.
Not bad.
And then, oh, God, that alt bait is just so
And you're
sick.
giving me a headache already.
Oh, that might just be her
You
up
think you're
attack
the only one with family drama?
because it looked kind of similar. That might be her up attack that they
I'm
showed.
not sure what I hate more, Harley or her dumb voice. So, like, big black capes, right? I don't really do celebrating, but yay.
And so, as you all see, Raven from the Teen Titans will be joining officially the MultiVersus roster. And of course, this is a character that was highly, highly requested, very popular. And so the entire team wanted to do justice to her inclusion to the MultiVersus roster. And of course, we got to get in a little bit of her backstory. Ajax, would you like to take that over?
Oh, of course. Well, you already know we got the Triple Crown winner in Tara Strong coming back to reprise the role of Raven, who is not only here for Bubbles, for Harley, but there's a little very funny bit
Oh
in that
yeah,
trailer
that is 3
where
characters.
she's essentially just
Damn.
talking to herself. It was it's so it's just it's so iconic to the character, and we're very glad to be able to bring that voice to Raven, and also just a lot of unique takes to the way that the design went. You know, a lot of times everybody is very curious as to what a new character will look like when they first drop. Well, shout outs to the art team for creating such an amazing rendition of
Shout-outs.
Raven for MultiVersus.
Yeah, and so essentially, this character not only popular, but the entire team also loves this character a lot. And so not only from the artistic perspective, which shout outs again, they killed it, but from a gameplay perspective, we had to make sure we snapped on this character. And so without further ado, I think we should show the people exactly what Raven brings to the table as a fighter. What's going on, everyone? It's your community manager, Nakat, and today is a very special day. Today, I'm going to
They're
be
doing this thing where they
giving
got it out the
the
one headphone.
newest addition to the MultiVersus roster. Today, we have Raven, the member of the Teen Titans and daughter of Trigon, coming to MultiVersus. I'm super duper excited. This is a character that I have wanted for a very, very long time, and the fact that she is finally here and she's going to be available to you guys makes me super duper
Okay, so
happy.
now the
This
audio
character
just
is
switched. What the
like
fuck?
no
That was a little
other,
weird.
and I mean it. You're about to see this move set in full force. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Raven is a mage class character. She's a technical character that can fight long range and up close. Raven has the ability to set play, meaning Raven players will want to create situations that can be capitalized on after knocking down their opponent or knocking away their opponent. Raven is the only character in the game that has a companion in the form of her companion Raven, Lenore.
I was about to say Steven technically has
Raven also
companion.
has a passive named Magical Countermeasures. When Raven takes over 100 damage, she gets faster, has more knockback on her moves,
Yo,
and does even more damage.
she put out the Trigon eyes too.
Let's talk
Hold on,
about
that's kind of
Raven's grounded
sick.
attacks. Raven's grounded dash attack lunges Raven forward toward the opponent. This simply just knocks
Look, you got some good
opponent
range
together.
going forward.
Her grounded neutral attack is a very signature move that you'll all probably be familiar with. It has 3 levels of power. The uncharged version is Azeroth.
Okay, that's the uncharged.
Longer charge version.
Oh, it has
is
a visual for
Azeroth
when you charge it
Metreon.
twice.
And then the longest charge version is Azeroth Metreon Zinthos. The longer you charge, the more knockback is going to be taken.
Okay, so the
from this
uncharged
move,
is
as
just
well as how large
pressing it by
and long
default.
the move
So
actually
it visually
is.
only flashes
Holding
white
the
twice.
attack leaves
Got
you
you.
very vulnerable to your opponent, so be very, very careful if you decide to charge this move.
Yeah, I think that's more
Raven's
like an
grounded
edge guard
forward attack
move.
is a little different this time
Because you're
around
gonna
than
need
other
them to be off you.
Raven's jab is a set of projectiles, and
Whoa.
it's only a 1-part and a 2-part. The first part of the
So
jab
she only has
is
a 2
that set of
jab.
projectiles that I just mentioned, but the last part of the jab is actually a big fist that comes out to knock the opponent away with a lot of knockback. Raven's jab also has the ability to combo into the rest of her grounded normal attacks as well. This move is exceptional for branching into those moves for her to be able to set up her
Okay, you can
offense.
up and down
Raven's
tilt.
down attack hits in front of her and behind her, slamming into the ground.
Obnoxious
with a
ass down
barrier
attack.
of dark magic. The down attack hits at a wide range and it launches opponents into the air, which she's able to act out of super
Hitting
fast,
that
making
down,
it a very reliable combo tool. Grounded
down
neutral
air
special
move.
attack. Raven zaps
Hold
her
on,
opponent
nigga,
with her
did you see
mind
how she was
and knocks her
moving?
away. This move is a get off of me move.
Nigga, did she just
and you can
solar
pop
flare?
from this move on hit? You basically want to use this move to knock away opponents very fast. But again,
She dead as
if you
when she hit
decide
the
to
solar
approach
flare.
this
That's
move
funny.
aggressive with it, you can follow up off of it relatively well. Let's talk about Raven's grounded side special attack, and this is going to be a very important one. Raven
So that's her
sends out
throwing the crow.
her
Okay.
companion Lenore, who does a 2-hit combo that can knock away your opponent or knock your opponent back towards you, depending on the
Ooh.
spacing in which you hit this move with.
Okay.
You can curve Lenore above you and toward the ground as well, meaning you can put Lenore in so many different
Oh, so this
spots
is
with
a
her.
projectile that you can also use to edge
Offers
guard. Because
so
technically a
much utility,
disjointed
and just
hitbox.
so much uniqueness to the things you can create with this companion.
Nigga, you can make
Lenore
it do a
disappears after you
360.
perform a special 3 times, or if your opponent hits Lenore 3 times.
Okay.
Keep in mind, your companion does have health and does not have infinite usage. Let's talk about the multiple usages that Lenore actually brings to the table.
You can
If you
tether from
press
the
side
top of the
special again, Lenore will
screen.
detonate, causing opponents to be wrung out
Oh, he's
vertically
detonating, so he
from the
goes
blast
away. Okay.
You can perform all 3 of Raven's grounded specials through Lenore, which is very, very important. So,
Interesting.
you can do the up special, which allows you to combo back and forth between
Yo.
Lenore and Raven.
Nigga, what?
And lastly, let's get into Raven's
That's
special
just
perks.
toxic.
First one up, telekinetic takedown. Down special can now summon rocks from the ground and throw them at the opponent.
Okay.
You even choose the direction that these rocks are thrown. You can throw them upward, sideways, or downward. Time it right with an opponent that shoots a projectile.
Oh, you
catch the
can steal
projectile and throw
projectiles
it
with
rocks.
that.
For
Okay.
example, if Harley throws her bat doll at Raven and she uses this perk, Raven will have the ability to
You gotta
stick the
catch it
bat
in the air,
doll
though.
directly
Can't be too
onto
low.
Harley. Perk
Okay.
number 2, Simmering Temper. Raven's magical countermeasures requires less damage to trigger, meaning that instead of 100 damage being needed to trigger Raven's magical countermeasures, it will require a lot less. And of course, this has variables because it also depends on, in teams, how much damage your partner also has as well.
Also, in teams, it
Influence this.
calculates off of that.
Let's talk
Interesting.
about Raven's friendly familiar perk. When Raven shoots out Lenore, Lenore will hover towards Raven and stop just a short distance away from her. But if you have an ally on the field, when you shoot out Lenore towards your ally, Lenore will hover all the way to your ally until it is able to attach to your ally. And that's going to be it for
The perks are
Raven
interesting.
breakdown.
It's gonna be like the
super
pop-up girl.
excited
It's very
again
interesting
to
which
finally
perk
be
somebody
here
plays will
and have
completely
this
change how
character
she plays.
almost readily available to the public. Again, big fan of Raven.
my most wanted character ever, and I am so excited not only as someone dev side, but as a player at heart. that
If you
she is
haven't
finally
seen the
a
little
part
stories of
the
this, apparently the
MultiVersus
first
roster.
character that when the
I
cat
wanna
started
thank
working
the
there,
entire
he
team
wanted to
for
get in the
putting
game
this
was
character
Raven,
together.
so
And
he's
of
not
course,
lying when he
I
says
want
that.
to
That's
thank
actually
both
very
of you
funny.
for allowing me to break down this character for you. This has been one of my greatest honors. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching.
Raven is going to be available to be purchased as well as unlocked in the fighter road on the 15th, which we'll get into the fighter road in a moment. With
I was gonna say I
a
want more
lot of people
explanation on
bringing
Fighter
up
Road.
a certain skin that is not necessarily been seen. We already know we couldn't not include it. With the Raven bundle, you also get the iconic
We got the white.
Raven
Okay.
skin that will be coming alongside of that,
Okay.
and
Yes,
the
sir.
Trigon eyes are in fact purple. So everybody
a
who's
day
been
one.
asking about that, you already know that's
That's
the
a
one
day
that I've
one.
been using the most. It's so iconic to the show. You can't not include it.
Of course.
And I mean, Nakat, she just has such a great collection of skins. We
I
have
was
to go
gonna
through
say
them all
I
again.
need that all
Yeah,
white. Gotta
we're
rock
not
out
even
in the
done.
white fit.
Yeah,
We're just
so
getting started.
we only just got started with it. I mean, you're like we already seen, of course, the great default skin that she has with the amazing design, but there's also the Mythic Vista skins that will be coming as well. Which
That's-
you've seen show up in the trailer. It's
God.
not just Raven, of course. There'll
Also,
be some
Taz
more
rocking
that will
that
be
shit.
I
He
was
got
about
that
to
shit
say,
on.
Raven looks phenomenal, but can
The
we talk
cape
about
for
Taz for a
Raven
minute with the
is
hair, dude? She
fire.
got the hair
Oh,
slicked back and
Wait,
everything.
you want to talk
Taz
about,
got that shit
hair
on.
slick back?
Yeah, let's go.
Take a look at let's take a look at what they look like before they become that. Of course, we had.
gosh, man.
So
Yo,
for
Taz-
everybody who's curious, the Mythic
Taz in the
Vista
school
event
fit's
is our
kinda
take
tough.
sort of at, let's say, magical school anime. We have two different variations of characters who will have these skins, and we'll show off a little bit more of that.
The
in a
Raven one's
minute.
fire.
You got the
with
Rule Breaker Raven,
Converses
and you
on.
got the Taz skin. I can't remember the exact name for Taz's skin actually. Hold on, I gotta look at it in a second here. But it's some of our favorites by far.
I call him like the school
Troublemaker.
bully
It's
Taz.
Troublemaker Taz. That's what it is.
Hey, see, I was
Troublemaker.
close enough.
You were close. You were close. Then, of course, like we were saying before, the White Raven skin, and you know, having a little bit of conversation with her dad. I believe we got that one in there too. Hold on 1 second. Pull it up. This is one of my personal favorites. We couldn't not have a little recreation.
I was about to say the all white with the big
Not everybody's
trigon.
birthdays can be
Okay.
very happy. Let's say, but you know, when every time the birthday comes around, her and her dad have a little conversation. So, well, I can't get over enough how much I'm excited for the Trigon possessed Superman skin as well, which of course you will be able to get access to through bundles. And
Yo, wait, hold on.
Trigon,
They got a
actually, the
Trigon
on
thumbs
the
up
loose,
emote fire.
they
That
also have the
banner
event that's coming
fire.
up,
The profile pic
which we'll
cool
get
too,
into in a
but the
second, but
the
it's
the
such a perfect
the
skin. It's
emote
got the
sticker
voiceover,
is
it's got the voice changer and
gas.
everything to it. The cat, like
If
the
the
banners,
flames move with the
there's just-
hand going up,
there's
nah,
too
bro.
much.
It's
There's
a
too
Billy
much
and
good
Mandy
stuff in
shit
the
right
season.
there.
We have
want
only
that
started.
banner so bad. I want that banner. Yeah, and like
That
all
banner
these
is
skins that you
fire.
presented, right? As much as I love Raven, I want them all. I need the Taz skin also. Just, like,
The Taz one is fire,
that skin
especially the
alone
white.
makes
The
me wanna play
white got
Taz
him
much
looking
more. I'll tell you
crispy.
that.
Well, we got a lot of those to get into, like we said. Let's talk about, of course, season 4. It's behind me as well.
Bet.
We got the big infographic that went up to everybody to give a little bit of insight to what's coming. We have, of course, not only Raven but Marceline, who will be joining us later on in the season. You have 2 new maps, which a little bit of was shown a second ago of Samurai Jack. Of course, we have the Candy Kingdom map, the Candy Tavern. I don't believe that's the only version of it though, which we'll talk about in a little
Oh, there's
bit.
multiple versions of the
It's
Adventure
a
Time map.
10-week
Okay.
season. We got the holidays, of course, so it's a little bit longer. We stretched it out a little bit longer this time around, but there will also be 2 battle passes. We'll be talking about in 1 second the Trigon possessed event, the Mythic Vista, and then later on the cat. Of course, we got Ugly Sweaters, Polar Vortex, and a few other ones, but those will remain.
The Polar Vortex is so
So
like.
season 4, I mean, we already said this before, but it's
And now I
packed
remember
with
his name too.
lots of
Wow, I was trying to
content, a
remember
lot
the
of
same for my
variety
video.
of
Mr.
content
Freeze.
as
It's
well.
Mr.
Not only, of course,
Freeze-esque,
to reward
and I
our players,
like
but to
that.
keep you guys busy during the holidays with MultiVersus.
So we said that this was the most packed into the verse, and we meant that for reasons. So let's just get right.
We're not
into it.
even done.
Yeah, not even close. So first things first, a lot of people have been asking about the Battle Pass. Well, the Battle Pass has now been altered to be 2 different Battle Passes, and it's a little bit shorter. And your first tier that you will get
So
will
it's two
be of the
separate battle
character
pass.
that will be released alongside it, as we have moved characters out of the battle pass now, and we have now moved it to where you could get unique skin at the very beginning. We wanted to make it a little
Ooh,
bit easier
you
for
get the
everybody
skin.
to be able
Yo,
to not
that
only go through the
I'll
battle
pick
passes, but be able to
Cass.
get some more unique
The level
rewards as we
6.
go through this right now. It is 45 tiers into the unlimited tier afterwards.
Okay, so
They're
they've
1 month
shortened
battle
it, but it's
passes.
the same ones as
And
normal.
you will also now not have to wait the 2 months in order to be able to unlock a character that was normally inside the battle pass. You'll be able to unlock them via Fighter Road when they become available, or of course the
Okay.
purchase and the Gleamium and your fighter tokens.
Yo, they got the Powerpuff Girls in
One
the
of my
night
favorite
fit.
parts, finally getting into the game. Joker, we revealed this back in his trailer. People have been asking for this.
I was about to say, that
Finally,
dance he
it
been
is finally
had.
here. I am very, very excited
The
about this
Foghorn
one.
Leghorn.
So let's
Yo.
let's just keep it moving along. We got Foghorn Leghorn coming alongside with a couple of banners, and
That's a cool little
maybe
simple one for the
something,
Looney Tunes
extra,
fans.
to join pretty soon too. Of course, we got the iconic Powerpuff Girls bedtime outfit, which might be
Nightgowns,
keeping
I
an
think
eye
is
on a
the
couple
proper
other
term
skins
for
that
it.
might be following that theme later on.
They got a Jason
The
taunt.
coldest
Let's go.
shoulder emote, and all right, my personal favorite. I know that we have the moonwalk for Jason, but this one's actually my personal favorite. Just look at him.
Is he going?
He's so
Oh, he cut that.
Oh,
He stretched it out with the no head.
You know
Yeah,
what?
okay.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
clean.
thought this
Because I was like, is he
yeah.
going to just do the stretch out with all them
Yeah, I mean,
holding
he is
hands? But he
crafty
cut
still,
the
but
head
damn.
off to be different type shit.
Oh my god! And as we talked about with the Trigon,
Oh, we getting
Possessed, we
Trigon
also have
Possessed
a
one?
couple of skins that will be following along that same shader, and we mentioned the Mythic Vista.
That Black Adam
skins
Trigon
as
is kind
well.
of cool if he
We
got the
have a
horns
couple
and the
to share
eyes.
in a little bit, but one of them you will be able to get is the Valedictorian Velma as well.
Kind of a
on
school
tier
fit
30
theme, okay.
34. Excuse me, 35. I can't.
They
read.
said 45
And,
is the max,
this
I think,
one-
for this one.
This is my actual new favorite banner. I'm just this.
Nah, dog.
So raw.
Nah, dog. That
Our team
might
snapped.
be
I don't really
the
know.
best banner.
Like, all professionalism aside, our team went absolutely crazy with everything.
That
related to
might be the
Raven.
best banner,
It's
dog.
only gonna get better as you see the alone time, please. It's another
That's a cool
fantastic
little
one.
taunt.
And as we approach the final tiers, like we said before, the end of the track will be the Troublemaker Taz that you'll be able to get at tier 43. And
He's
as
slicking
everybody
shit
might have
back.
noticed, you
Okay.
still do get Gleamium throughout the pass to be able to, if you complete the pass, be able to get another battle pass along the way.
Okay, so you
you'll
do
be
still
able to
get the
cycle
next
out
one
battle passes
at the
to
end,
play on the
okay.
way through, or use it towards other
I wonder
stuff
when
that
the
you
battle
like
pass
as well,
ends.
throughout the game. And then the infinite tier
To go
will
into the
be
second
rewarding
battle
you,
pass.
assorted items that you have already been able to do with the current live version, and we're going to continue that trend with this. So that is now how the battle passes will work. They are going to be 2 separate battle passes, and we want to make sure that we can be able to get people, any new character that comes out, a unique skin at the very beginning that you'll be able to get at the start
So
of
because
each new pass.
you're getting characters from Fighter Road now, they don't lock
Yeah,
them
I
behind the
think
battle
there's
pass,
a
which
lot
I
of
think is
value
good.
to be
I
had
just
from the
didn't.
2 battle
I like the
passes.
idea
So
of getting the
we
character
hope
for
that you're
free.
all
So I'm
very
glad that
excited.
people can do that
And
now.
just seeing the content in there this time around is
But the skin at the front is
exceptional.
sick. So
Banners,
now you starting
emotes,
off with the heat.
that Jason
Okay.
emote is sticking with me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really moved on from that, but
It's-
from all of these cosmetics that you guys just saw, I'm really excited, or we're really excited for players to be able to. pretty
Oh,
much
is it like
pay
all the
to receive
DC
this
characters
once
get a
and then
skin?
some.
Yeah,
It would
like we
make
just talked
sense,
about
but
with,
that's kinda
cosmetics. Speaking
cool.
of, we got the Trigon Rift, the Trigon on the Loose, as well as the Azarath Metreon Synthos event. As you can see here, there are multiple different variants for the Trigon Business event. You have Nubia, you have Joker, you have Black Adam, and there's one more still floating around as well. Then of course the King himself up on the seat. Man, it's
Dude, can we talk about how
it's-
good this
it's so
actually
good.
just looks? Like this
Just the
art
visual is
beautiful.
crazy.
Oh, I have to clarify something as well. The battle pass is not the same price. It is actually 800 Gleamium. Just to clarify that.
So it's not
See
the
if you
950,
put it
okay.
in chat.
A little bit lower,
And
but
also,
it's 2 separate
that
ones,
was
so it's
45 tiers for
1600
the
in total.
first one. It'll be the same. So instead of 70 tiers throughout each total season, it is 90 tiers in total throughout the entire season. So just wanted to provide a little clarity for that. People bringing it up in the chat. But yeah, the Trigon event, that is our first one.
Yeah, 45,
it's
45.
hard to not
So
talk about
that's
the hype
90.
up. And the Trigon Loose will be your very first rift. You'll be making an attempt to take down Trigon Possessed Superman, as Trigon has found a new host and very much so is very happy with the new Kryptonian body that he has obtained and wants to keep that. Raven has to do everything she can to put a stop to that. Now, that is only the first one. The second one, of course, as we just talked about, are the Mythic Vista skins, which
Yeah, I was about to do school.
are just so damn
Yo,
good.
low key.
Like we said, this is
The-
our
The Ari one's kind of cool.
The art team was actually on some and more for this.
Why does the
season. Like,
Superman
they
one kind of look like the guy from
Mhm.
Mashal, if y'all know what I'm talking about?
This
One of
is
the
only part
teachers.
of it. Like we said,
Or maybe not
it's
the teacher,
take on magical school anime, if you will, of these skins. You have
I forgot his
Woman,
name.
Kaz, Velma, Raven.
He looks like the guy from
Headmaster
Mashal,
Wayne,
though. One of the
and
like
Principal
leaders
Joker
that wears like a
looking
monocle.
extremely devious up in the background. Some of you have already seen the Joker skin on the infographic as well. That is the opposite of his transformation form, the Mythic Vista skin. And we'll let you take a look as they arrive. We're gonna have a couple promotions showing off what these skins look like when they are in their alternate forms. A couple have already been seen. Can't wait to show off the rest.
So everybody got the all-white version of
and
it? Okay.
That is
Because Taz
the
and Raven both
start
have an all-white of the
what
school
we have
fit.
for cosmetics
the
and events.
alternate,
We're gonna
so
save some more of that,
interesting.
of course, for later on, as we do have 4.5 that'll be joining us later in the season that have some more unique things. But the cat, that is maybe what 10% of the show, give or take.
Yeah. No, we have much more. Like
I need this other 90. Let me get
So,
that.
First off, the brand new Fighter Road is something that
Okay,
we
yeah.
have
I need
introduced
to
the
figure out
game.
what this is.
Everybody has already seen the article that went live recently. It is a new way to be able to unlock characters and also a different route compared to the fighter currency, which I'm going to break down for you right now. So the Fighter Road is a new unique way to be able to play the game. As you go, you earn experience for characters along the Fighter Road that will be set in an order that you can unlock along the way. You are also able to pick different characters amongst different tiers as you play too, so you'll be able to alternate which ones you like. This is meant to help with the experience of, especially the experience when you're hopping in. It's a bit, there's quite a few characters that still have to unlock, and currency was easy to obtain for some, but a little bit more for others. So we wanted to simplify the process as much as we can. And everything you do, missions, through events, through ads, you'll be able to get a right experience, you'll be able to get that different events. And then whenever you complete Fighter Road, you also have that experience converted to your battle pass.
Okay.
If you already have all the characters unlocked, Fighter Road.
That's good that it goes to Battle Pass if you got everybody you want.
You will be able to still get that same experience towards your battle pass to help keep that process of you as well. As you can see, the new tree there. And as I mentioned before, the tiers you can pick from them, you can see, you can choose between.
If you don't know what Fighter's Pass is, I think the best comparison is Valorant, how you can grind XP to get a character. Valorant, I think, is the closest thing to it.
Maybe you just want to get everything to it. So, a new thing that has been introduced is the Fighter Road Purchase Bundle, which is everybody can either pick individual bundles or individual characters, or you can get everybody outside of Raven, which is just Raven, for a total value cost.
Okay, so they made it able to be purchased in the game.
With every character you have. So if you already have 10 plus characters, you will have this. If you have 2 plus characters, you will have this.
Okay, so there's discounted also based on the characters you have. That's good. So you don't have to pay just a flat fee.
Find out you can get everybody all at once, one full purchase as you play the game, and you can unlock the entire Fighter Road, or you can play items for free, however way you want to go about it.
That's good for people that maybe just want to get all the characters off the rip for tournaments and shit.
We want players to be able to play their favorite characters as soon as possible by any means necessary. So having
Well, actually, tournaments already had them all for a local. So this is more for people on the just casual consumer side, which is good.
We put in a lot of effort as a team to make this happen. So to finally see it here is just really exciting.
That's dope, though, for sure. Allowing people to just buy the characters.
Figure out a nice way to be able to give people options that fit for them. And this is what we all came to. We're very happy to finally introduce this. So again, if you want to play all the way through, you want to play through the Fighter Road and look your money along the way, which of course again, Raven will be joining the Fighter Road on the 15th.
One thing I hope is that you can pick on the Fighter Road who you want.
Individual bundles, or you can get everybody as well separately through the Fighter Road and the Fighter Road bundle. So one more time, we're really excited to have that. And speaking of being able to kind of try out characters, play new characters, and all that, let's take a look at the new arena mode. So arena mode will be live for the first.
Let's get some more
week of the
explanation
season.
on this.
And as you can see at the very beginning there, you could choose individual fighters. A couple people ask, what happened if I only have, Shaggy, or if I only have 5 characters? Am I always going to get them? That answer is no, because in arena, you will be able to play anyone in the game. You have to just re-roll for them. So you start off with 10 coins, and you can play
it's a separate character selection in that doesn't matter on your other one. That's good.
Currency for anywhere you place in matchmaking. As long as you play matchmaking and play throughout the whole thing, you will get prestige currency, but you can play every character that you want throughout the entirety of the 2.
So you can also use this like as a pseudo character trial
really
if you were trying to learn a new character in that mode.
We've been wanting to find ways to allow players to have brand new ways to, play with their stream or play a, big Discord group party, whatever have you. Well, there is in fact lobbies that you will be able to invite people to. There's
they're putting lobbies in
mode where you can be able to block lobby codes, because you do have lobby codes.
Okay.
Joining the arena and custom
That's
lobbies. So you can be able to invite 8 teams of people, 16 of your friends, all inside.
16 friends, okay.
So you can play your own custom version. Of course, in custom lobbies, in our custom arena, you do not get prestige, but you are able to get them. You'll be able to have a good time and just play along with everybody else. So
that's good.
I hope that everybody has a lot of fun with that. It is an experimental mode, which we will continue to grow on. So please, in those 3 weeks, let us know what you think. Let us know about the new abilities that you have. Let us know about all the new builds, because as you can see there, you have legendary items such as the battering toss, the homing rockets. There's a lot of other ones to discover as well. No 2 games are the same.
Lobby addition, and then unique. The mode seems like it would be unique and have its own things.
We have been doing over here on the dev side. It's hard to not want to play it,
dude. I think one of the most charming things about arena mode was just watching how it brought the studio together. It was very, very, very popular and very, very nice to see people playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's very easy to, you have the first couple of rounds where you're like, damn, I didn't get necessarily the builds that I wanted to play. Well, you can sell your items along the way. You can
look at video that might do good for that. It's like a build, like an ideal one. If you can try to get these things, we'll be able to get them consistently and help yourself out.
Power-ups that will completely alter the way.
For people that might struggle with that mode a little bit, that might be a good video to do. Let me know.
Add new unique. Now we have gone over Fighter Road, we've gone over the arena, and now time to get into some heavy points of updates as well. The cat, if you will, go ahead and start us off on the brand new gameplay changes coming to season 4.
Let's see it.
So first and foremost, we wanted to make the game, I want to say, more expressive, right? And so the best way to do that is to change many mechanical elements to it to allow players to play in specific ways that they want. And one of the first ones was improving the grounded run speed.
I was about to say, I'm like, she's running a lot faster, because she runs and turns to Shaggy like a whole second before the other one.
Of the many things.
So running on the ground is faster.
I know
that's good.
Saw, Ajax and I, we were kind of yapping on a timeline and doing the most. But
they do be yapping on the timeline.
The entire team felt very passionate about this and bringing this to life in game for you guys. And so now that we're finally here and able to show you,
like she runs a good whole like second faster
like you said,
than the other clip.
Part one, some movement speed on the ground for characters overall. As you saw some of it with our last patch, we improved a couple there.
That's a big one.
To improve that now. We also improved the very important factor of the game, fast falling. So when you fast fall before, there was it took a little bit longer to get down. Now if you press fast fall, especially if you have it set to tap, you get it pretty instantly. You are now in much more control of what you want.
I was about to say, you're practically getting a short hop with how fast you're falling.
Different position, you want to be able to line up people. You want to bait someone.
Like the fact that you just jump slightly and tap it, you pretty much just get a short hop. Like dead ass. Like that's just short hop at that point.
Especially off stage, so make sure that you're prepared. For where
it probably still would be good to have a short hop, but a short hop mixed with this would be kind of crazy.
A lot of new approaches, a lot of new.
That's huge.
Which I think the cat in that clip as
because imagine doing the fast fall like that and then immediately going into Jason down special. You're going to be doing that so close to the ground and getting that hit.
Well, let me talk to you guys. So with the added run speed and the fast fall, everything kind of weaves together, right? It kind of flows and works together.
Yeah, because she's doing that spear move way lower.
Shorter, you know what I'm saying? So with short hops being introduced into the game, it's going to make approaching with areas
so they already added
not feel as threatening or risky.
Yeah, because
rather,
that's
than
what happened
person
on
that
the
is
left with
trying to
Nubia, where
approach.
you jump and just
Before, when you were
miss.
short
That would
hopping,
happen so
you were
much.
jumping a little bit too high, making it a lot easier for your opponent to react to your aerial approaches, which in part made you want to play more grounded anyway, because not only was it super
So short hops
rewarding, but
and
it was the
the
safest
improved
option.
fast fall to do
No
it damn
more.
near
Now
instantly.
you will actually be able to jump at your opponent, and it doesn't have to always be with an attack. You can opt to just do nothing
This will
at
also help me
times
with
or
platforms, because that's
land
always
with a
been my
universal
biggest
shield
problem is
breaker as
that you're
well if
on the
your
left. You
opponent
see
decides to try to
Nubia's
shield your
jumping
aerial
and pretty much
approach.
at platform height.
But
Now
we're not
with
even
the
getting
other
to
one,
shields
she's
yet.
jumping and is in the middle of the
Yeah, that's a
platform,
checklist we still
meaning
have to
she
get
won't
to
touch the
down
top of
this
it.
list.
So I'm like, oh,
Alongside short
finally.
hopping too, it does allow more unique and easier access to platforms, which is something we've been trying to improve on and hearing plenty of feedback on. So platforms, not only have we made it easier to be able to access them with short hops, but also the way that the wave dashing was working before, it took full bars a meter and it had no invul on it, which meant that you were likely to get punished. So we have now altered every wave dash to return dodge meter based on how many invul frames you had left remaining from that dodge. So now we
Okay.
have made it so you can use the movement a little bit easier. You won't
Because
be
what? To
burning
do
your
that,
meter
don't you
for
just
it,
jump
and you'll
up,
be able
dodge
to kind
down,
of do it at will.
and you'll
So
slide off the
it's going to take a
platform?
little time to get used to at first, but we
That's
will
definitely something
continue
I
to
have to
improve on
test,
that.
because
Not only off
I'm
the
not good at
platforms, but
doing
on the
that one
ground as
specifically.
well, because we want to make it so you could have a little bit more access to different ways to be able to get in, but also not make it completely necessary to have to use this to get in as well. It's a little bit of extra to be able to add some more expression to that movement and that knowledge.
I like that though.
Yep. And so, lastly, we want to say thank you to everybody that participated in the testing grounds. We really appreciate all of your feedback, and we were able to actually get a lot of that feedback in to help make blocking feel a lot better.
Okay,
in
the shield has
MultiVersus. As
visuals
you
and
know,
it becomes more
blocking adds
transparent.
an
Okay.
added layer of depth to combat, and so we want MultiVersus to not only feel like this rewarding experience when it comes to hitting your opponent, but
Look how
also allowing
short
players
Black
to
Adam
show
is
skill
jumping.
through being
He's
able
not
to
going
defend
on
themselves.
the platform.
So
Like,
things that have
that's
actually
dope.
been added to the shield mechanic this time around. Shield damage and hit pause have been tuned. We also have changed the way light and medium projectiles interact with shield, doing reduced damage. We standardized the shield break attacks to have more consistent frame data and sizes. Shield breaks from shield break attacks and stamina drain both pop up opponents for a consistent punish window. And in terms
Okay,
of
so it's the
visual
knock
effect
up.
work, we've actually removed the shield icon from the middle of the shield, and we've also added feedback with flashing.
The flashing is
to show
kind
when
of
a shield's
satisfying just
being
to
hit.
see it flash with the red one
Steven in
specifically.
particular, because he was one of the first characters, or the only character to really have a shield. He can air shield, and if you hit his shield in the air, it kind of bounces. It has like on hit bounce, and when he's on the ground, he now has a standard shield like the rest of the cast. And hitting someone's shield actually gives you whiff branch timing, so it's almost as if the opponent whiffed the move. Therefore, you will have a lot more time to actually hit opponents
Okay.
for hitting your shield. And lastly, we improved the feel for shielding from a run. Before, when you guys were trying to like run and shield,
It's kind
you
of
would
funny how he
commit
just
to
like floats
dodge.
up.
Now you'll be able to actually stop in place if you decide to press the shield button. And so these are some of many ways that we have improved shield, and we hope that you all continue to enjoy
I like the
this mechanic
flashing
in
of
the
it
game.
as
And
an
again,
indicator and it
we
becoming
were
more
really, really
translucent the
excited
more
from
damage
being
it takes.
able to
I like those
take
changes.
that feedback
I like the
and
little shield
apply it
symbol
to
in
the
it. It was a
mechanics
cute
to
little
make
thing,
it
but I can see why they took it off.
And just to clarify as well, we are still in the experimental phase of shields too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I'm assuming it's
it
still
is
in testing
in the
ground.
testing grounds queue.
Gotcha.
But we
Okay.
did
That was
get a
my
lot
biggest
of questions
question.
related to wanting to try it out more. So it is not currently in the main queue. However, it is now available to be used in custom games, in the lab, and in local mode.
Okay.
So
Alright.
you can
That
not
is
only
good.
still provide us feedback from being able to play it
Because
at
now
any
you
given
don't have
point in
to
time
only
that
just
you
wait
would
for
like to
testing
try and
ground.
express
You
it
can
out,
now go in the
but you can
lab and in
also
custom games.
head
That's
to
very
our
good.
brand new
Very
survey,
good
which you'll
addition.
be
I like
seeing
that.
on the carousel within the main menu, and we will be posting throughout every testing ground post as well. You can let us know how you feel. Let us know what you think that's been coming alongside Shields, and we're continuing to make sure, as the cat just expressed, as much improvements as possible. So if Shields get fully implemented, they are as clean and ready to go as we can, based on your feedback and what you have seen. So go into custom games, go into the lab, do everything you can with them, find unique stuff, find ways to break it, let us know. We're always looking for brand new feedback on that, and we're really excited to hear what you have to say with version 2 of what coming up with Shields.
And
also,
one last thing. Oh no, you can
yes.
actually go. That's fine. No, you got it.
No. We'll talk about this one quite a bit. It's actually 2 points I forgot to
all
note there as well. So, one of the biggest talking points that we have been working towards, and we have finally gotten a full overhaul on, is we have been able to go in. There's no footage for this one, just to be clear. We have gone in and we've done a hitbox overhaul for all of our characters. So shout outs to the gameplay
Okay,
development
more
team who
hitbox
went in
adjustments.
and look through every single move that we could finally go through and check every single point where we see if maybe something is hitting behind, maybe something was
Hopefully
hitting
hitboxes
with
are
that
better.
felt, spot.
I think they were a
It was
little bit
lot of
better,
time
but I
and
think there were
effort
still
went into
some
this
things that
one,
need to be
but
worked
it is
on, which they
something that
said.
was very much so high on our points of wanting to get addressed. And
I guess we
now
just
there's
got
a
to
full
play the
combat
game and see
hitbox
how
overhaul.
hitboxes
And
feel.
of course, still keep an eye on anything that you see that you may may look a little bit off. Please let us know. We're always constantly looking to update that, but this is going to feel very different. It's gonna we've been testing it thoroughly, and we're very excited what's coming out with it. Nikat, I mean, this is what we've been talking about for quite a bit.
Yo, the team really wanted to make it. We wanted to make a point where the players know that we have been listening for such a long time, and we wanted to reward the players for their time and dedication to MultiVersus with a game that they truly want to play, and also, of course, be expressive with how they play it. And so we already know that players love the game and they want to play it naturally, but how can we continue to improve the experience, not only just from a cosmetic standpoint, because those cosmetics are beautiful,
The
not gonna lie,
cosmetics, as my
but
homie
from
said, in
an
season
entire
3,
gameplay
cosmetics were taking a
perspective.
big
And so we
uptick
hope
in like
with these changes,
visuals looking
you are all
sick.
not only extremely excited,
And it looks
but
like
of
it's
course,
still continuing
cannot
that
wait to see
from a
you
little bit we've seen.
play what feels like an entirely new version of MultiVersus, because there's a reason why Ajax and I were like tweeting as much as we were, and then the team is staying up late after hours to continue to play the game, because it just feels phenomenal to actually sit and play. And so I want to give a special shout out to every single member of the team and
Shout out
all
to
of the
them
work they
because
did to
they
make
have been
these changes
changing a
and
lot
make
with
them
the
come
game.
to fruition.
They've been doing a whole bunch of new things,
There's more.
adding
There's
brand new
actually,
things.
there was one more as well that was brought up by quite a few people, and something we mentioned that we were working towards, and we have worked towards removing Weekend from the game. Weekend is being altered out to a different form of a buff. For a couple people who might need it. There are a couple characters that were based around that kit, that in their kit. Well, we have removed it from every kit, and we're working towards a couple ways to have
that is good. Take it out of the game if the main community don't like it. Take it out of the game, but look at something to replace it with. That's a smart idea.
Was causing much earlier KOs than we were looking for, as well.
Yeah,
as,
especially if it's causing that problem, then like you need to rework it. And if a whole new thing is better,
you were almost being rewarded.
That's not a bad idea. Just take it out and start over again.
And we want to make sure that we're even the playing field on that. So Weekend has not only been removed, but we will be continuing to work towards ways to replace any of them that were dedicated to that, and with brand new buffs or brand new unique ways to play.
That was actually a very good catch, by the way. Very good catch.
That was the one I forgot to write down. It's like, oh wait, can't forget this one.
the chat was like, yeah. So everybody is excited for that as well. But I mean,
and
we're not
also
even done.
We're not. We still got more to go. And of course,
this is my big thing. I just want to see gameplay.
Those patch notes. Not only will there be a lot.
Goddamn, the patch notes be long as shit sometimes, though.
Changes that have come to.
But shit, if it's welcome changes, I'll read it. If y'all want to see it in a video, I will. Say the patch notes be long, dog.
A lot faster than others, and we want to make sure that we found ways around that and change that around. We've been paying close attention to not only the ladder, but also the events that have been going on as well. We want to make sure that we got that addressed. So you will be seeing that. You'll be seeing some characters maybe that you haven't seen. Welcome back, Jake. And you will be seeing quite a few other characters that will be getting some new changes, as well as a couple of unique changes to their movesets. Actually, overall, I'll leave that for a surprise though. Looking at Finn, so up next. We not only have talked about all of the combat changes, but of course we got a couple maps and a couple other things to talk about. Cat, we're not done.
Yeah, we are not done. Actually, let me lean.
They showing off the stage. Yo,
So the Back to the Past stage
get
that
the
some of
fit
you
on.
have seen, Back to the Past is now joining in to MultiVersus, and this is a stage.
This reminds me, look
for
at that
one,
Smash Bros. Street
classic
Fighter
map scheme.
stage.
This is such a beautiful stage.
It's a very
and
good
as you
looking
can see,
stage.
It's this is the past version of the stage, and a brand new skin for Samurai Jack, which we'll talk about in a sec. But it does change.
Okay,
throughout
it is a
the
transitioning
gameplay.
stage.
It
Got
switches
you.
to the future, so it'll be alternating between both the past and
The
the
purple
future.
on that
with unique,
tree,
different layout,
pinkish
tree off
kind
to
of
the side
color,
there.
kind of purplish at the
I am-
bottom. Good looking.
This is another one of my personal favorites, not only for the stage but the music. It's such a beautiful stage.
I think it's my
The music
favorite
right now, I ain't gonna lie.
in the game so far.
Yo, the beat.
And
Hold on, nah, wait a
when you
minute.
have the hazards off, it will remain as the default version where it had the bridge covered. But if you want to play on this version just by itself, you will have that as well. So that'll be Back to the Past 2. This is that.
The
that
beat
is the
right
future
now on the
version.
night
You'll
stage
be able to
hit
play,
in.
with the open stage and be able to.
I might have to throw that in the back of the video.
The transformations here. Utilize the stage without the transformations. And well, all right, we didn't even get to build up. We get right into it. So we've been talking quite a bit about some, building a band up.
The band is getting together?
Well, what if we
They
decided
got a
to give
piano
everybody
stage?
access to just the giant keyboard? Because why not? So welcome to Space Jam, as it is called, the space stage.
And the keys
You
change?
can change the tones the way the music works.
That's
You
kinda
can run
crazy.
across the keyboards. You can alternate.
That's
it
just
between,
creatively
three
really
different
good.
versions. And if you have the hazards on, you also get buffs throughout it. So the entire stage is.
Yo,
playing
somebody make a
based
song on
entirely
that
how
bitch.
you play the music. I can't wait for people to pull together, not only the keyboard and play music here, but we already got, of course, the flugelhorn from Marvin. Got Gizmo with the keyboard. What's Steven doing there?
You kind of just vibe a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
He's just vibing. I don't know why.
Bro, big chilling.
What's Steven? Why Steven there?
No idea.
Steven about to get a new
No.
taunt this thing.
Then there is, of course, we have a couple other bonus maps that will be joining too. There's a couple different variations to the beach map. There's a couple, another variation to the space map. But in 4.5, we always talk about what's coming up next in the future too. You got Candy Kingdom 1 and 2, which is the Candy Tavern. This is one of
This
the most
stage
beautiful
is
stages
massive.
by far. Like,
That is a big
the
stage
last
too.
two,
I thought it was just the
gorgeous.
middle part, but it's like a little bit on the
I can't tell you
right
that.
and the left too.
we got a lot of adventure time.
That's a
to
big ass
have to
stage.
nail the way
I
these
like
things
that
look,
because I want
and
bigger maps.
It's hard to express all of the fine, small details that you can see. Some of the citizens of who are in the stage. You got the marshmallow kids hanging out on the platforms. We'll go into a much deeper dive on that one when we get to 4.5. But there is also another version. We also, this being one of our biggest stages that we have. We also, of course, like to introduce some competitive variants as well, which is Candy Kingdom number 2, and that might have a few variations
Oh,
to it
shit.
as well. But as you can see, Peppermint Butler has
That look
taken
cool,
over the main
too.
podium, has brought the crowd out for a good show.
It got,
and we're at nighttime here.
what's his name? Lemon
This
Grab in the
is
right.
My personal favorite stage, not just for the way this looks, but the other variation to it too, which we will show off once 4.5 comes around. But we were extremely spoiled by these new maps. And there's still more, of course, bonus stages that'll happen later on that we will not be sharing just yet. But it's hard to express how much fun it is to fight in the tavern.
Yeah, we've been holding that one back for a long time. So to finally see it here, super exciting. I can't wait to see all of the chaos.
Those two
happens
stages
on
were.
that stage, because
I did not expect them
only
to
is it
look
beautiful,
that big. They
it's
look
massive.
big too, which
Yes.
is
And
I love that.
I've been seeing people
Hate
talk
small
about it in chat
stages.
for a bit, kind of purposely pushing it along just because of how long it's been asked for. But we'll finally talk about it now. So with Arena, of course, you get to earn some prestige. Well, what do you get to spend it on? Well, every
Yeah, I was about to
season
say,
we
I
add
was like,
new stuff.
y'all gotta be
We've
adding
already
new
shown
stuff.
a couple of them off. You got the brand new prestige items that will be entering, which is, of course, the
Okay.
UI Jack we just showed a little while ago, and the Back to the
I
Past
like this one.
stage. And not only that, but we teased a certain Iron Giant skin that will finally be joining. We have the
That's-
heavy metal giant.
And the
that will
flames
also
are
be a part of the Prestige
animated.
Store, this time around. So
That's
make
sick that the
sure
flames are
you,
actually
that will be
animated
very
on
nice to
his
be able to get Prestige,
metal
but Any
body.
prestige you might have gotten from the battle pass or purchases prior, Got the brand new Zinthos ring out, which I am sure.
Oh, that's kind of cool how it's like 3D with the fist.
Going to use. And
Oh, he got the
why you gotta
star.
call me out, yo? Like, I was just vibing out.
okay, but am I wrong though?
No, you're not.
So these are the brand new prestige skin items that you'll be able to get throughout this season, and we're very excited to be able to show these off. I hope you're all excited about these too. And like we said before, there is the Mythic Vista skins that you'll be seeing.
I think
later on
visually,
in the
just this
event.
one's the
We'll
best
be
looking,
getting into
but I
that
like the Samurai
more
Jack
as
one a
the
lot
event
because I'm a
gets
Samurai
closer,
Jack guy.
so we'll reveal those.
But I think out of
throughout
these two
various
skins, this is the
socials
best
to let you
visual
know
one.
how that's going. So that's it for all of our normal base content. We've talked about a lot of these things, and we've reached that point of the show where we like to give a little bit of care to our community and talk to everybody. So the cat, if you will,
Okay,
I'd like to go ahead.
So if that's all the like important stuff, gameplay change wise that they got, I think that will be the end right here. I'll recap the video a little bit after this, but
the community
I think this is it right for that part. So hold on.
There we go. Ranked skins that will be coming in for Raven. If we go ahead and show everybody that. The new season will begin on Tuesday, and the ranked skins for Raven will be the skins that
The
you can get
blue
from
one
that.
is kind of tough.
And another thing with ranked as well is
The gold
every
hoodie with the blue.
from
It's kind of tough. Okay.
kind of like this point.
The gold one I
forward,
like
at the
too.
beginning of the season, so the beginning of the season 4 season, if you will, there will be a soft MMR reset. Leading up to this point, we haven't really done that yet. We've kind of just let things like kind of go along. But one of the parts of the RP that people have been pointing out is you've been fighting against a lot of the same people over and over again, and that's due to a lot of the peak MMR reaching the point that they have. So there will be a soft MMR reset, and
that's good.
you will be
Correct.
seeing a lot of different. Ideally, you'll be seeing a lot of different matchups. You'll be seeing hopefully more consistent RP gains and losses, and we're still continuing to watch that. That's something we'll be keeping a close eye on, so we can improve that experience for everybody.
I've been seeing some people have
Ranked
problems
will
with
have
that a lot
essentially
more.
refresh going into tomorrow, as well as the brand new skins from Raven there, which personally
I'm
some of
assuming
my
it does at the
favorites.
end
I
of the
have
season.
to get the Master Rank skin this season for Raven. It's too good. Wait till you see how the inside of the cloak works, is the way I'll put it.
Yo, hold on, wait, now I gotta check. Now I got peak game.
Uh,
Alright, we're here at the end of the MultiVersus stream, and they didn't really talk about anything too major. They did neglect to talk about the ranked skins for Raven and show those off, but they showed it off at the end. I got that recorded. I'm gonna throw that into the recording before I get to this part of the video at the end, so y'all see the ranked skins and what that looks like and all that shit. So y'all gonna have that. So besides that, the only other thing notable that they talked about at the end of the stream, besides showing off the tournaments and stuff that they were working with, and what was the other thing? They were also showing off they were talking about Q&As, and they were doing Q&As. That was it. They were doing the Q&A questions, and the only other thing that they were really talked about that I thought was notable was that they said that there is a forum for the arena mode. Probably on one of their socials, they're gonna have it linked to the forum. So if you are curious about arena mode, I can make a video breaking it down for the people that don't want to go looking for it on their own. If y'all want to see that, let me know. But they said there's a forum out there for anybody that wants to read it, explaining arena mode is something that makes sense to you. But they also said for the fighter currency, it's kind of going to be like the fighter coins from the beta, where it's still there, but they will round your currency up to the nearest, I think, 1,000 or whatever. So basically, you don't have an uneven number of fighter currency anymore. You're going to basically have an even number. You don't have an uneven number. You're going to have an even number, so that fighter currency from season 4 on will not be given out anymore. It will kind of just be something that if you have it, you can use it, but if you don't have it, it's like, okay, it's not gonna matter. They said with the fighter road thing, you will be locked down to a certain path, so it's not gonna be like Valorant when I was talking about it earlier, in the sense of you can choose fighter road. You will have to go through certain characters. Obviously, if you already have the character, you probably won't have to go through them, but they said there will also be different like things in fighter road that will let you pick certain characters. So it doesn't sound like it's just gonna be one path and that's it. It sounds like there's gonna be different paths for unlocking different characters at different time frames. I'm probably just gonna unlock Raven if I got 6,000 fighter currency. I'll probably just unlock her from the jump. If I don't have 6k fighter currency, then I'll just go ahead and try to go through Fighter Road and unlock her first, because that's who I care about. I don't really care about any of the other new characters. The only one I didn't have is Beetlejuice from my personal experience, but that's all that they said for the rest of the Into the Verse. Let me know how you feel down in the comments below. I feel like it's the best one. Gameplay shit, dope. Rank skins for Raven are alright. I don't think they're like as peak as some of the other ones, but I think there are some good ones in there for sure. Like I said, the gameplay changes are welcome. Her moveset seems cool and seems different. She has a lot that she seems like she can do from a setup standpoint. When it comes to the cosmetics and all the visuals and shit for this season, they look, in my opinion, this is what sells it and makes it the best. The visuals for Raven and the stuff that they're seemingly doing going forward with cosmetics and stuff seems like high top level stuff. So I'm definitely happy with that. I think this will be the best season for MultiVersus. And like I said, when they got to the gameplay changes, I did not expect them to just overhaul and make the movement speed on that ground faster. That right there was already just a big whoa. I was not expecting that type shit. So if y'all want me to do a patch notes video talking about the patch notes, let me know. I can do that. I'll try to break it down so it's not as long-winded as a 50-minute patch notes video, but depending on how much they put in there, I might have to yap for a little bit type shit. But I'll see you on next video. Like the video, subscribe if you're new and want to stick around for the multiverse content coming in down the future. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments, because there was a whole lot to talk about. This is a long ass stream, but I'll see y'all next one. Peace.
Little baby, you out, you know you was wrong. You lying, watch your tone. I'm too fine to be so alone.